Good morning, everyone. How are we all doing? So, this is another London session for us to, another trading day for us to take opportunity of, right? So, what do we have here? Let's start looking at the, market. Let's look at where NASDAQ actually is right now, and then let's see what we can actually get out of it. So, so far right now, I don't lie, honestly. Let's take a look at the recap of yesterday. Yesterday, on the New York session, we were expecting a buy, but based on the markets, the price action yesterday, then we switched to selling. And guess what? The sell was so good. Like, the sell was so good that I caught a 1 to 2, but we later went 1 to 12. That is insane, man. That is just insane. Like, I got out here at a 1 to 2. Right, that's what I got for myself. But the whole move kept going and it was a 1 to 12. My God, that is 12x. Like, that is just a lot, man. That's just a lot. So hopefully we can get similar things today, and we are going to take opportunity of that. So that was the first win of the week. So we had the first trade and it was a win, and we didn't have trade since Monday. Monday no trade, Tuesday no trade, Wednesday no trade, and yesterday we had a trade, and boom, we were able to secure profit. So what's gonna happen now is we are going to potentially be, what's that? Just a minute, guys. My computer needs to be restarted later on, but for now, let's continue with. So, okay. Yeah, let me just drag it back like this. And yeah. So, NASDAQ. Let's run through the analysis quickly, and then also we'll take a look at the news that's potentially happening today. So, let's see. Do we even have any news happening today first? Oh, we have CPI today at 2:30. So, there's CPI coming out today. And so that means that around this time, we need to be careful how we're going to be trading. So, this is going to be, it's going to be all right. And let me see what else we have here. Okay, so CPI at 2:30. All right, let's go into the analysis of the day, and this is now 4 hours. So let's look where is price in respect to 4-hour movement. So technically, price is heading back into the demand zone. So from inside this demand zone, now we're expecting NASDAQ to do something, either respect the demand zone and start buying, or blast through the demand zone, completely. So because that's possible, we are going to potentially, so we already have a demand zone yesterday, so we're still going to leave that demand zone as it is. This zone here is still very valid because price has not really taken it out. So the only thing now is that I'm going to remove some zones that didn't hold yesterday. This didn't hold. This resistance level hold. It held properly. So, and we are going to leave it as it is there. So now what we're going to do now is we are going to mark our previous day high and previous day low, because those are the areas of liquidity in the market, right? So now I'm going to turn on the session break so I can see the previous day highs and lows of yesterday. And when I just did that now, this is the previous day high and the previous day low that we are going to be dealing with. So I'm going to mark it right here. This is the highest point of yesterday. Let me just put an arrow so you can see it. You can see this is the highest point that price got to yesterday. So I mark it, and then let's find the lowest point. And lowest point yesterday was this level. So I'm going to also point an arrow. And this is the lowest point yesterday. So this is the previous day low. Now that we know the low and highs that we are actually dealing with in the market, what we need to look out for right now is that which other areas of liquidity potentially are in the market, right? So we are going to use the Asian range as well. So this is the Asian range that we are currently dealing with right now. So right from here to here is the Asian range. So what needs to happen is that price needs to break out of the Asian range, either to the upside or to the downside. The thing now is that if NASDAQ still wants to go deeper into the demand zone that is below, NASDAQ may first of all go to the Asian high and face this resistance to the left here, right? And when it faces the resistance to the left, then it can reverse back into this zone, right? You can reverse back into the Asian range and even keep going downward, right? Or Nasdaq can just from, this place right now, break out, pull back, and then go deeper into the zone, right? So the only thing we just need to really watch out for right now is we just need to see, we're not going to be trading London session at all for Nasdaq for at least next 3 months. We're going to be trading only in New York. So we would wait and see what happens until New York session. Whatever Nasdaq does is out of our thing until New York session. So at New York session, we're going to see what it does, and then we're going to be taking a trade at New York session. So so in terms of area of interest, where we're going to be looking to execute trades from, so we're not going to be marking any supply levels because if Nasdaq is going to buy, there's a lot of room for it to cover, which is really good. So, but for now, in terms of area of demand, that we can actually execute trades from, I'm going to just go to 1 hour. So on 1 hour, let me turn off the session break now. So on 1 hour, we're going to look for zones on 1 hour now, right? There are some zones that we have already marked down since yesterday that it's likely that those zones, they will still hold. So because those zones might still held, and so what I'm just going to do right now is I'm just going to mark it like, okay, this is the low, this is the demand zone. This is a zone that I think is going to hold actually, this demand level over here. So that's the place where our marker is, this zone, this one right here. So because it goes, this level, and there's another level just below it, right? And that's the one that we have already drawn over here. And I think that level 2 is actually going to hold, but we can see it much better on the 4 hour. So on the 4 hour, let's take a look on the 4 hour. Yeah, this is the zone on the 4 hour, right? So it's very likely that Nasdaq is just going to come from right here, tap into this, and then begin to give a buy again to the upside. So, and if that does happen, honestly, that might be like a swing trade that if we're gonna take a trade from there, that might be a swing trade that we just take and just leave it to keep running. And especially we are starting a problem challenge today, so this will very much likely be the trade that we're going to take to pass the challenge and all. Anyway, so with that said, what I need to do right now is basically just figure out I think, yeah, this is the zone we're going to be waiting for. Yeah, this same zone or the second one right here. So we are just going to see whichever one of you that price tap into first and then give us a buyer or reaction or momentum in there. Then we're going to be taking a trade from there. Right. I think that's actually it for now. What we're going to do now is we're just going to be waiting and we'll see what happens until New York session. So if you do have any question, make sure you always leave it in the comments or you join the Telegram channel and you are going to get more value out of us. And so yesterday I actually launched, I released a video about prop firm and a prop firm challenge that we're starting today. So yesterday I got a prop firm account for a challenge sake. So basically we're going to be trading live a prop firm account and we're going to be passing it with only NASDAQ. So what I did is that I did record a video. So today as well, I'm going to be making a part B video talking about how we are going to actually trade the challenge. What's the plan, how are we going to pass, which lot size and which instruments we're going to be trading, how we're going to be trading it. So I'm going to be laying down all the plans exactly today and publishing the video as well so that we can all see and then we can follow along. And all the trades I'm going to be taking, whenever I'm taking the trade, I'm going to be live taking the trade, sharing the screen so we can see it, and it's going to be fully transparent and all right. And that will be it, everybody. So I would say thank you for coming for this London outlook. So we are, to recap, we're expecting NASDAQ to pull into the demand level. You know, if it pull into the demand level, this one or the second one, then we begin to look for buying opportunities right there. So I think that is promising, and we're going to wait until New York session before we can engage the market. Thank you everyone for coming, and make sure to enjoy the rest of your day, and happy and safe trading.